Man, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I never thought I would be posting a video like this on my main channel.
Bro, were those shoes from South Park? What the fuck?
No, but here we are, man. Here we are. Let's do this. Let's do this. As a lot of you know, I posted a video on my second channel called Giving My Life Back to Christ. And in that video, I was giving you guys my testimony about how I was wanting to stop being lukewarm and just truly give my life over to Christ. And not only did it send shockwaves to the Christian community, but it sent shockwaves through just the entire internet, man. You know,
yeah,
I've been off of social media, but you know, I have seen some clips and stuff, and like just seeing the reaction that it's had in such a positive light. Like, man, it's just a blessing. You know, God is good. God is good. Especially.
Let me see what people had to say about it. My testimony, is this it? And this was 4 days ago. And it looks like everybody's pretty much positive. Yeah, everybody's positive about the video.
Knowing me, you know, whenever I'm in the news, it's usually for, you know, something crazy. Stupid, yeah. But I think me being in the news for something like this is just one of the best things ever, man. And I'm just so blessed that God can use my testimony to touch so many of you guys. But I feel like the video left a lot more questions than answers. I've had a lot of you guys message me, and even a lot of you guys come up to me in public, you know, asking me, you know, are you still going to be doing prank videos? Are you going to still be doing your same type of content but keeping Jesus first? Or are you going to be quitting YouTube entirely, you know? And so I'm coming on this video to answer all questions and clear up any doubts or speculations, man. So I think you guys know where this is going, so let's just make sure CatDany doesn't come out. Yeah, man, I got a lot to say. I got a lot to say for you guys.
Let's see it.
Me starting this channel and really doing YouTube back in February of 2019, you guys have seen me go from a young teenager with a hairline to a young adult without a hairline. And you know,
that's why he's wearing the that makes sense. Yeah.
You guys just seeing me grow as a content creator, as a storyteller, as an entertainer has been nothing short of just a miracle, man. And I am so thankful for all you guys for joining in this journey with me. And even when I first began, I always had this chip on my shoulder where I could see the vision and I could see me being one of the top entertainers on YouTube. Sure. But looking back on it, I was really selfish, man, because I wasn't the only one that saw that vision. My team, from Vito to Hersey to Blazin to Matthew to Lauren to Dirty Dan, then to my friends, you know, JV, Frankie, all the way to my parents, you know, like they saw the vision too. And not only them, but you guys saw the vision, man. I mean, every single one of you that would subscribe, like, share.
Oh yeah, the videos were great. I love the videos.
Comment. You know, the reason the channel grew so much is it was the word of mouth, man. I've had some of you guys come up to me and tell me, yo, one of my homies put me onto you. Oh, bro, my homie sent me one of your videos. And it was just word of mouth because the videos resonated with you guys so much that you just had to share it with somebody. And you guys have put as much work into this channel as I've have. And so not only did I do this, but we did this, man. We did this as a team because we are a community, bro. Like, there's not any prank channel out there on YouTube that has the type of community that we have and we built in such a short amount of time. Yeah. So I truly want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you for helping me build this, because it wasn't just me. I've had a lot of help.
I think his best videos were the ones that weren't pranks, personally. Like the ones like I think the best video he did was the one where he went to like that really racist like city and he talked to the really racist guy. Like those were the best videos.
Millions of people helped me build this, and I want to thank every single one of you. Not only have you guys changed the course of my life, but you've changed the course of my family's life. I mean, this house right here that I'm recording this in, I literally just bought this house, and it's just all thanks to you guys, you know?
There it is.
I was just able to buy my mom her dream car. I'm able to take care of my family, my entire family, and I'm able to do all these things because you guys invested in me, because you guys trusted me. You guys trusted me, and you guys put your all into me, man. And I can't say thank you enough. I really can't. And I know my family can't say thank you enough either to you guys either, because you guys truly changed my life. And some of you guys might have seen my mom and dad out in public, and every time my mom and dad see a young person, they always ask them, yo, do you guys know who JiDion is? And if they say yeah, my mom and dad, they call me right away. And if you guys ever got a call with me from my parents, man, put it down in the comment section below. And
my dad, oh my fucking God. Like, my dad will talk all the time about, like, oh, my son, he does YouTube, he's doing so well. He will do this shit, bro. It embarrasses me so much. Oh my God.
I know my parents are just as appreciative as I am.
Yeah.
Because they see you guys as family too, man. They truly do. I've been wrestling with my faith for the last couple of years. I'm not gonna lie. I kept on putting the world's needs and wants and my own needs and wants above God's love and God's commandments. You know, I didn't want to turn my life to God because I was scared. I was scared of what the world would think, you know. I'm not going to be as popular talking about God. You know, if I follow Jesus, I'm not going to be able to do certain things in my videos. And I was being so selfish. I was more concerned with my worldly desires instead of my spiritual desires when Christ tells us to be born again. And I was really rejecting the faith. I was really rejecting the gospel because I didn't want to lose my life. There's a verse in the Bible that I feel really pertained to me. It's in Mark chapter 8. For whoever will save his life shall lose it, but whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel's, the same shall save it. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul?
That's actually kind of a good one. It is. That's kind of a good one. It makes sense. It does. If you read it, you look at it, yeah. It is. It makes sense. There are people, here's the thing, is that I am not a fan of evangelical religious people that think that they have the moral authority or the right to put their religion on you and tell you what you can think and do all this stuff and shit on you. But I also believe that there are evangelical atheists out there that cannot fathom the idea that a person can be religious without having some sort of disorder or being stupid. This is a very, very weird thing that people do. That they say, leave us alone, we don't believe in your religion, let us think what we want to think. Then somebody says, okay, that's fine, you think what you want to think, this is my spiritual journey, and then people are tripping over each other and they can't talk over each other loud enough to say how much it's fake. Are you fucking kidding me? What is this? Atheists are just as annoying as these religious freaks. Honestly, nowadays, I think I'm going to be real, guys. I think the atheists are more annoying. I do. I think they are much more insufferable than the actual religious people. And I'm going to tell you why. It's because they think that they have the moral justification. And the moment that somebody has the moral justification, and also, more importantly, they need to be right. A lot of religious people, if you say, I don't believe in your bullshit, stop talking to me about it, they'll just say, okay, and then they'll go talk to somebody else about it. But the difference is that atheists, if you tell them, oh, I don't believe in that, then now it's like now you've unlocked their trap card. Nah, bro. Like, I absolutely. No, they won't. Yes, they fucking will. Absolutely. Now, there are some people, of course, that are going to be rude, but whenever a person says that they're a Christian or whatever, I feel like it's like you don't have to worry about knowing if somebody's an atheist or not. They'll tell you. It's one of these situations. Now, you guys might not know this about me. Maybe you do. I've said it before. I was raised Roman Catholic. I am a non-religious person. Is Jonathan, you're religious? No, I'm not religious. I don't know. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I hope there's a God. That'd be cool, right? I mean, shit. But, like, I don't know. I mean, if I did know, I mean, that would certainly fucking make things less stressful, right? But, yeah, who knows? But I don't spend a lot of time shitting on people who believe in this stuff. I'm agnostic. I mean, you could say that for the most part, yes. And walking into a house with a bunch of Jesus things is not forcing it. Okay, dude, of course it's not forcing it because it's their fucking house. It's their fucking house. They can do what they want with their house. What is wrong with you? Jesus. So disturbing. Announcement videos for being atheist or religious is insane. Well, I don't think so. I think that being religious or being atheist, it's a core fundamental element of a person's being. It's like, I mean, what do you think happens after you die is like a pretty big question that does, to a certain degree, dictate the way a person lives their life. It's a massive thing. It's huge. It's one of the biggest things in your whole life. Same thing happens before you were born. Yeah, well, I don't need to. I don't know. Nobody knows. Nobody has any idea. We have an idea. Maybe it's like this. Maybe it's not. Who the fuck knows? But the point is that I don't need to go around, as somebody who's not particularly religious, I don't need to go around whenever I see a video like this, and I don't need to debunk it. And I feel like that's what so many atheist people do. It's like moral masturbation. Whenever they see a religious person talking about their religion, they feel like they have to, oh, I've got to debunk it. Oh, I've got to debunk it. Oh, I've got to. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Just let the person live their life. They get real mad, yes. And I understand that there are going to be people that are unhappy about what I'm saying. I understand. I know that there are people mad. You don't like that I'm saying this. This is upsetting for you. Doesn't matter. The video's not even halfway over. You're going to get even more mad before the end of it, and I can promise you. Yep. Malders in chat. Yep, keep getting mad. Not me. I'm an atheist, but I respect what other people's belief. Yeah, exactly. I don't care what someone has in their house as long as they don't try and force their beliefs down my throat. Exactly. What you're saying is exactly what I think about current atheists. I mean, it depends, right? Atheists care about separation of church and state, not people's personal beliefs. I think it's, there's a lot of people that are atheists that I've seen online. Like, are we really going to pretend that, like, whenever a person like JiDion makes a video about this, there aren't, like, 1,000 debunkers that are trying to, like, make comments and, like, so if God is all-powerful, then why is there, like, cancer? Or, like, and all these, like, arguments, right? They're trying to debunk, man. They've got to debunk this. And I think the reason why, this is my personal opinion, is the reason why is because they are insecure in their own belief. They don't really believe it, or they're angry about it. It's still controlling them. In some way or another, it's still controlling them. Because for me, somebody believes in God, okay, sure, yeah, that's whatever. Nothing more embarrassing than thinking that you have it all figured out. Yes, here's what my opinion is, okay? My opinion is that we don't have any better idea on what happens to you after you die than a dog does. You go ask your cat what it thinks, and they know just about as much as you do. They have no idea. Nobody understands the secrets of the universe. Nobody really gets it. They have no idea. A lot of people assume that you have all the answers if you're religious. Well, I mean, usually religion is the answers, right? That's the religion, is like, the question is like, what happens, and religion's the answer. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's kind of usually what things go. That's an anti-scientific take. It's funny that you say that it's an anti-scientific take, when the fact is that most scientists probably would, I think, agree with what I'm saying. They would all say, we don't really know. Yeah, they don't really know. Now, now they have an idea, but they don't really know.
Like, this verse speaks to me so much because I didn't want to lose my life, you know. I really looked at what I had in my life as being of greater value than what Jesus has to offer in my life. And looking back on it, that was a lie from Satan, you know, because anything that we have in this world, we cannot take it with us when we die. If I died right now, the YouTube channel wouldn't be mine. Everything I own right now wouldn't be mine anymore. It would be possession of the earth. I couldn't take this with me. But the only thing I can take with me is my salvation and believing in Jesus Christ and following him and following his commands. The love of the world.
If he's real, right? I mean, if Jesus was real, that'd be great, right? I mean, I feel like that would solve a lot of problems. It would be. Like, that would solve so many, like, I would be like, oh, man, like, why did this happen? Well, because Jesus said it could, okay, oh, all right. Well, that makes sense then. Yeah, it would answer a lot of questions. It would make things a lot simpler.
The world made it okay in my mind to continue living in sin because I felt accepted, I felt welcomed, I felt loved. But the love of the world is only temporary, but God's love is everlasting and will never cease and will never fail you. And so if anybody's having a struggle like this where you're put in the world,
just Ayo guys, while you're watching this, try to keep track of all the debunkers in chat. All of the debunkers. I gotta say, I gotta prove them wrong.
Against God's love, man. Really look at it. And I'm telling you, the pros and cons list, the cons of leaving the world is gonna outweigh the pros of being with God, but having everlasting life will always outweigh anything the world has to offer.
Well, yeah.
And I promise you, when you really pray and hearken on it, it's not a hard decision. I was putting the world before everything. I was putting my own heart's desires before everything that Jesus was commanding me to do. And in Matthew chapter 6, it says, no man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and money. And that's exactly what was happening, man. I was loving money and despising God. I would serve fame, fortune, clout, status over serving the Most High God. And that was truly what was happening. Fast forward, you know, if you guys see my testimony, you would know why I made my choice and how that all happened. But if you haven't seen it yet, I'll link down to the description below.
Bro, look, I'll get y'all, like, this, we got a debunker. We got a debunker in chat, bro. He's got a debunk. He's trying to debunk it. He's trying. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? You don't even understand why people are fucking doing it. You don't even get it. Here, let me get you a little bit of advice, all right? You cannot reason a person out of a position that they didn't reason themselves into. You're not going to use your logic that, oh, during the Nicene Council and they had, you know, they took certain books out of the Bible. And so, like, and then the Bible was written like way after Jesus died. It's like, you're not going to, like, what are you doing? What's wrong with you? It's like you're trying to use a water attack on, like, I don't know, a water Pokemon. It's not going to do anything. It doesn't do any damage. It's not very effective. It's not about like the logic to it. Debunking isn't meant to convince the believer. It's meant to convince those on the fence. I think that you should somebody be religious or not? I don't know. If you like it, then do it. You guys, you know what? We're halfway through the video. It's time to make people really mad. Who's ready? Who's ready to get really mad? How many debunkers are here in chat ready to get really mad? You guys are here? Okay, good. Here we go. over my life, over the course of my life, I've known a lot of religious people and I've known a lot of non-religious people. And if I took the two categories and I compared their current predicament and their current situation in their life of who is doing better in life on average, I would say that the friends of mine that I know that are religious are doing better. All three of them? More like 5, but yeah. Limited sample. I get it. It's a limited sample. Before you go debunking this, I understand this is anecdotal.
So you guys can watch those, but I'm just trying to save you guys some time, man. You know, I'm not trying to speak Japanese right now. I'm just trying to get this message across to you guys real quick. But if you guys want to watch my testimony, you know, click one of the video links in the description below. But for the first time in my life, I truly feel as though I'm doing something for me. I feel like I can speak for a lot of other creators. You know, we really don't get satisfaction doing this, you know. We have to get your guys' satisfaction. If you guys hate a video, we hate it. It could have been a video that we loved, but if you guys don't like it, then we hate it. We probably posted a video that we hate it, but then you guys love it, so we love it. So we dictate our emotions and stuff.
Yep, that's true. He's right. He's right about that. It is. That's true. A lot of people feel that way. He really likes to use the royal word we. No, I think it's true. I mean, it makes sense, right?
Of how you guys are feeling that day. And in all honesty, man, that's not a way to live, bro. It's really not a healthy way to live. And I was living like that every time I would post something, every time I would do something, every time I would say something. I'm thinking in my head, what is everybody else gonna think? And for the first time, I truly feel free. I truly feel that I'm doing something for me and me alone, and that's giving my life to Christ. Because
I think this is something that should be embraced more, not being religious in particular, but doing something that you want to do. I feel like one of the worst things nowadays is that people live their life based off of what other people think that they should be doing. And I know people that, like, their entire existence is based around what society wants them to believe. And they're not happy. Like, that's why, you know, whenever I think a good example of this is Sneeko with that cuck shit. I said, go on ahead, do it. If it makes you happy, then do it. Do whatever you want to do that makes you happy in life. Because a lot of the people that try to have these opinions of, oh, I like to be, I'm open-minded, everything like that. There's always something they're not open-minded about. I think in a lot of cases, right? People pleasing is corruption. Yes, you can never try to make anybody else happy if you make yourself unhappy in the process. It will never end well, ultimately. Religion is overdosing on copium. That's a quote from Confucius. Is it really? Yeah, but Sneeko wasn't happy about that. Yeah, no, I know, right? But, like, that's how we learned. And the point is that people should do what makes them happy, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody else, right? If what makes you happy is burning down houses, okay, maybe don't do that. But, you know, if you're not hurting anybody and you want to be a furry, go for it. Be a furry. Because at the end of the day, if you cannot pursue what makes you happy in life, why do you exist? What's the point? If you can't do what you want to do whatever the fuck you want.
I know this will never fail me. You know, I know, like, my YouTube channel could get deleted at any moment, but Christ is never going to leave me. As long as I hold on to him, he will always hold on to me. He'll never let go of me. He will never forsake us. So me giving my life back to Christ, I just feel whole again.
I do really think Jesus should come down, even if it's for like 5 minutes, and just like set the record straight. He should, right? It's been like, what, 2,000 years? People are like, I don't know about this shit. Like, I mean, where is he, right? Like, when's this going to happen? It would be a lot more convenient if you just come down for like 5 minutes and just be like, hey, listen, guys, it is real. And also, by the way, that shit what I said, or like what they said with like wearing different fabrics, like that's real. So stop doing that. And yeah, don't send 10 commandments. Go back to that. All right, I gotta go. And that's it. Like, I think that would solve a lot of problems.
Sometimes I would post a video and it would get 10 million views, be a 1 out of 10. But I would just be depressed for a week and just sleep in my bedroom. And I would just feel empty. Mm-hmm. You know, even when things would go good, I would still feel empty, man. And I feel like that's a feeling that I wouldn't want to wish on anybody, you know? Like, I know a lot of you guys are inspiring YouTubers, you know, wanting to make it to my level or even higher to other creators' levels. But I'm gonna truly tell you, man, like, this job isn't fulfilling like we make it out to seem, man. You know what I mean? And I'm really telling you guys, man, make sure you guys
I think that if he was doing videos, like, I think it's probably about the nature of the videos, the type of the videos, right? Because, like, you know, I bet, like, if he, I doubt, maybe he is, but, like, I doubt he's just gonna stop making videos, right? I think if he wants to make videos talking about religion and stuff like that, maybe he'll get fulfillment out of that. Because, like, if you're making videos that aren't really that fulfilling, or you don't like them for whatever reason, like, and you see this for a lot of content creators, right? Is that, you know, they play a game and then they kind of lose interest and they lose faith in the game. And then in the process of that, they end up hating the game and they start disliking it and being more unhappy. And, like, they can't stop playing the game because the game is the only thing people watch them for. This is very common with World of Warcraft streamers. A lot of WoW streamers fucking hate WoW, but if they play anything else, their viewership drops and they're not making any money, so they have to do it. League streamers, it's the same thing, absolutely.
Your faith right. Make sure you get your guys' faith in God, because that's the only thing that will make you feel whole, because this right here, it just won't do it. In Galatians 5, it talks about how we're supposed to nail our flesh to the cross. So if I'm going to nail my flesh to the cross and walk in the Spirit, then I have to take on a new life, and I just can't be JiDion anymore. And I know the impact that the videos have had on you guys is astronomical. I mean, I know the videos give you guys confidence to be your guys' self in public. I know it helped you guys through the darkest times in your life. And, you know, you guys can count on my videos to cheer you up whenever, you know, the world was just beating down on you. But I'm gonna just be honest with you guys, man. My videos are just a Band-Aid, you know? My videos...
Oh, yeah. Now, you do have, and this is the mind of the, I don't know if this is debunker or general. So let's read a comment here from an individual. I'm making all this money and I promise it's not as cool as it looks. I wouldn't give it away, of course, but it does suck, I promise. Is that, like, what problem do you have with that? Haters gonna hate? Yep. Jealousy is a sin? It's a very good point. Very, very, very good point. Oh, man. Because you can never relate to real struggles when money is just laying down, ready to use? Well, what do you mean he couldn't relate to a real struggle? Like, why would he... Who says your struggles are real, bro? You're a loser. You're sitting here on a fucking smartphone, on a gaming PC, with high-speed internet. Who the fuck says you have any struggles that people can relate to? Go tell somebody that lives in Ukraine what your struggles are. Tell somebody that lives in Palestine about your fucking struggles. Tell somebody that lives in Africa about your struggles. You think you understand anything about struggling? You're sitting here watching a Twitch stream at 3 in the afternoon. Get the fuck out of here. Like, why are you the barometer? Why are you the judge on who can struggle and who can't? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? So he needs your permission to struggle? What the fuck is wrong with you? This guy sitting there with clout chaser shoes in the corner talking about it's not about money. Because he has a pair about shoes? Talking about it's not about money. He never said it. Bro, you just don't get it. You don't, you just, oh my God, you're just not, he's not getting it, guys. Oh my God, it's sad. Yeah, he's just projecting. Yeah, like, God damn. Struggle police, man. Like, he needs your, yeah. One pauses everyone from religion. Can take for religion is to humble yourself. It depends on what it is, right? Forgot to use the brain today. He didn't forget to use his brain. This is what it is, right? Is that this person is probably unhappy. They are probably deeply and profoundly unhappy and angry. And whenever they see a person who is in a position that they think they should be happy in, it makes them angry whenever this person says, hey, I'm not happy in this position, because they think they put themselves in this person's shoes. They can't see this person's perspective. They can only see their perspective as if they were this person. They don't try to feel the way the other person feels. They just try to feel the way they would feel in that situation. They don't understand it. And they never will. It's projection. It is. Clout chaser shoes. If I had his money, I'd never feel this way. Yep, there it is. 6 months, bro. This is nuts, man. Yeah. Had a coworker tell me I wasn't allowed to be sad because I had a kid and he didn't. That wasn't a great work day. Let me tell you. Why would you care what the fuck he says? He's just bro, that's just an NPC. Yeah, like what are you getting mad for what some idiot says? Like, who gives a fuck? But like, this is the thing. I responded. Oh, thank God. Funny enough, you agree with my takes and show my comment about Google Ads before. This is just my opinion. People with money who talk about money isn't everything is a holier than thou comment. Well, wouldn't they be the one? Well, no, let's use some logic. So the people that don't, all right, guess who said it best? Who was it? That's right. Kanye West. Having money isn't everything, but not having it is. He was right. He was absolutely right. All I'm saying, bro, is that you are not the struggle police. Stop trying to police what other people can and can't struggle with. It's so weird to have people that think that they have real struggles, that have as much time to have a fucking hundreds of messages in a Twitch chat. It's just what is going on? Stop being the struggle police, man. Trying to gatekeep other people's hardships. Yes. Oh my God. Which implies having the money is actually everything, or am I just a moron? If you are making less than $100,000 a year, I mean, this inflation, probably $150,000 a year, making more money will improve your life, probably. But going from making $300,000 a year to making $400,000 a year will not really improve your life in a dramatic sense. It won't. So yes, 150K is rich. So 95% of people, yeah, a lot of people, money will make their life better. Here we go.
Can't help solve your guys' deeper problems. And I'm so grateful that my videos were able to help put a band-aid over some of your guys' wounds, man. But I want you guys to take the initiative and heal the wound itself, to entirely heal it, because us as content creators, we just can't do that, man. And we'll never be able to do that. You feel me? We can't fill that void for you guys, and we can't always be there for you guys. There's only one person that can always be there for y'all, and that's just
your AI girlfriend that you download through the app that you've unlocked NSFW texting with. That's the only thing that can fill the gap all the time.
Jesus Christ. And as much gratification I got for helping you guys with depression and helping you guys truly be yourself, I have an even greater calling and motivation and inspiration to keep doing this and spreading the word of God, because me giving my testimony, man, like I've had so many people message me, come up to me in public, talk about how they started to pick up their Bibles after seeing me testify about Jesus Christ, how they're going to give their life back to Jesus Christ. And I feel like if I'm going to be an influencer, I want to be an influencer to the right thing. Instead of you guys idolizing me, I want to point you guys in the direction on who to idolize, on who to follow, on who to worship. And that's Jesus Christ and Jesus Christ alone. Because only he can make you whole again, man. I can't do that, man. And I'm going to just keep it.
I don't know if you need a God to make you whole. Like, I think maybe for some people you do. But I think that what his message is, remember what I was saying before? About how I think that we live in a soulless society. And people are always looking for something. Like, I feel like there's a lot of people nowadays that live a life where they're like a 200-piece puzzle set, and they've only got 130 pieces. And they're constantly chasing after something that's going to put one of those pieces into their puzzle set, and it's going to make them whole again. Something like, oh, well, maybe if, this group of people approves of the way that I dress, or maybe if this girl likes me, or maybe if I have this job. Like, there's always some sort of thing that is external from yourself that people have to go after. They have to keep trying to keep going after this thing, right? It's something. And I think that's very unhealthy in general. I think that in general, you should just try to go with anything, go with something that actually is internal. That is the most important thing, in my opinion.
Real with y'all. No creator you guys watch can ever do that, because we're men and women. We have bad days. We might say something that you guys don't like one day. We might make a wrong decision one day. You feel me? You guys just can't trust us. There's only one person you guys can trust, and that's Jesus Christ. And Jesus told us, the two greatest commandments was to love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul, and to love your neighbor as yourself. And I love you guys so much, truly, that I want to dedicate my life to pointing you guys in the right direction.
That's a good thing.
If me having to live my life in accordance to Jesus can help some of you guys get the courage and the strength to live your lives according to Jesus, then, man, that's an easy decision, because I want to see all of you guys in the kingdom of heaven. I really do. I love you all. Now, I do have self-awareness, and I do realize,
Well, not everybody is going to believe this kind of stuff, and not everybody's going to get into it. I don't think you should try to pressure everybody into getting into it. But in a general sense, I do think that it's a good thing. If you want to try to have some level of like spiritual attunement, it's probably a good thing, as long as you don't put it on somebody else. I think that's really where the issues with like all of the religion stuff comes into play. Is the religion stuff is pretty much totally fine, except for the fact that somebody is going to try to like push everybody else into believing the same thing that you do.
I have viewers that don't believe in Jesus, that, believe in other religions. And I also know I have viewers that might not believe in anything. And to you guys, if this is our crossroad, if this is where we depart and we're no longer on the same road or the same path anymore, I just want to say to all you guys, thank you so much. I consider you guys my brothers and sisters too, man, because y'all invested your time, your energy to help me make the best content for you all. And don't ever think that I took this for granted, because I never have and I never will. And I truly want to thank you. And, if you guys ever see me out in public, man, bro, come up to me and give me a hug, because I love you guys. And I just hope that you guys still stick around with me. But if this is the crossroad, then I wish you guys nothing but the best in your journey. And I pray that one day you do find Jesus Christ, so that you can have this happiness that I do. But I still love you guys with all my heart. So I know a lot of you guys are like, yeah, you're yapping. Now, what are you going to be doing with the channel?
Yeah.
And the answer is nothing. This is going to be my last channel on JiDion, man. Like, I truly feel like there's nothing else for me to do except for do the will of God and just point people in the right direction to follow Jesus, and to just get people to pick up their Bibles and to read about our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, man. And I'm done, living my life lukewarm, having my toe halfway in, halfway out. No, I just want to dive all the way in on the deep end of the pool and truly get...
This is what I think. I'm going to give a take here. Maybe people will agree. Maybe people will not agree. I think that... There it is, the most racist town in America. I think this is something that... If you ask Jesus, was this a good video? Did this help people? I bet Jesus would say, yes, it did. I think he would. Because here's the reason why. Is that it helped people understand each other. It helped people get an idea of maybe the people that disagree with you or are different aren't so different after all, and all of the forces that seek to divide people in society aren't necessarily as real as they might be, as you might be made to believe. So yeah, you agree, you think this wasn't staged? No, I don't think it was staged. I just, no, I don't think it was staged. I think maybe like they goofed around on a couple of things, but for the most part it wasn't staged. Like it wasn't just all paid actors. No, I don't think that. So I hope that he realizes that, like, with a lot of these videos, I mean, with this one specifically, right? I'm not saying with every single video, but with this one, like, I think this is kind of at a certain degree like doing the will of God in a way. I think it's a positive message, and it's a good thing for anybody who watches this.
Give my all, like how I did for YouTube,
gotcha,
and to serving Jesus Christ, and to helping you guys find him in the best way I possibly can. So, although this is going to be my last video on this channel, I will be making a new channel. It's called JiDion. And I know my Bible scholars out there probably already know who JiDion is, but when I was reading through
what was he, like second to last boss in Elden Ring? Yeah, I know him. Or third.
Bible with my pastor, I was looking at the etymology of my name JiDion, and I saw that there was somebody in the Bible with a close name, and his name was Gideon. And his name means he who cuts down. And I truly feel that God put me on this earth to, cut down the lies that the devil is spreading, that, you know, the world is better than God's love, man. You know, it's a lie. I know a lot of you guys would kill to have my life, man, but trust me, my life is nothing. No influencer, no celebrity. Life is nothing compared to the love of our God that he has for us in the eternal kingdom. It's nothing, because he has everlasting life for us. Everything on this earth will perish one day. So if you guys want to see Christian content, it's going to be geared towards my youngins out there, because I know how hard it is for young Christians to navigate a world where it's really godless. You know, it's godless, and it doesn't promote righteousness. It promotes unrighteousness. And I know the peer pressure gets to us. You know, it's not the cool thing to follow Jesus. It's not the popular thing to be righteous and to be holy and to be set apart. It might not be the popular thing, it might not be the cool thing, but it's the right thing to do. And I want to help make videos to help you guys with y'all faith to really navigate these trying times, man, because it's getting bad out here, y'all. It really is. So yeah, man, I really don't know what else to say. Just thank you guys, man. Thank you. And for the first time in my YouTube career, whether you agree with my decision or don't agree, there's only one thing I ask that you guys do, and that is just to respect it. You know, I'm not asking you guys to still follow me. I'm not asking you guys to still support me. I'm not asking you guys to do none of that. All I'm asking is, if you don't agree with me, if you have any ounce of love for me, just respect my decision, because for the first time in my life, man, I am truly happy, man. I'm truly happy. I feel like I'm doing the right thing, and I'm not looking back.
It's crazy how somebody like, and that's good for him, right? That's good for him. If he feels like he's doing the right thing and this is genuinely the way that he feels, then I think that's a great thing. It is, absolutely. Yeah, good for him. Yeah, if it makes him happy.
Anymore. And I just need you guys to respect my decision. That's it. You know? That's all I ask for you guys, is just to respect my decision and to give my life to Christ. And if you guys do that, man, thank you. And I love you. So yeah, y'all, this is the end of JiDion. Obviously, you guys can still call me JiDion, DeMarcus Cousins III. You know, I'm still always going to be DeMarcus Cousins' grandson. You know, like, can't change that. But yeah, man, I'm excited. And don't get it twisted. You know, even though I'm going to be making Christian content, I'm still going to add me into that content. You know, I can never take the me out of me. But I love you guys, and take care. God bless, and peace.
That was a better video than I thought it was going to be. I'm glad I watched that. I thought that was pretty good, man. Yeah, I think that was decent enough. And link the video. Yeah, what's Christian content? I don't know. Like, here, I'll link y'all the video. You give it a like if you liked it. Yeah, I mean, I like watching videos like this because I feel like they're so divisive. Like, they're so... Like, people get very opinionated about them. They get very mad about it, you know, everything like that. So there's a video. Good on him. Yeah, good on him. If he's doing something that he feels is fulfilling to him, that is, you know, good for his life, then what's the problem with that? I'm praying nothing traumatic happened. He knows he'll have a judgment day on what all he's said and done. I mean, he's not gonna, like, he never did anything that bad, like, realistically, man. He's happy right now. He might lose the high, though. Everything fades and must be maintained. Yeah, maybe. I mean, who knows? You know, JiDion is being compared to JiDion, and ironically, it's just poor delusion. I mean, it's just somebody whose name sounded like his name. It's not that deep, man. Yeah, like, just keep that in mind. No one should be mad about this. If he feels good confiding in religion, that's what he should do. I'm not even religious. Yeah. Like, I don't see how it's that confusing. What's this here? I'm gonna make a pizza. Yeah. Anti-atheists in chat seething. Well, there are people that are, again, it's the debunkers. The debunkers, the people that, like, they cannot, like, it's not enough for them not to be religious. They have to actively debunk other people's religions. That's what I think is over the line. If people want to believe in this kind of shit or get into it, it's not what I believe in. It's not what I do. But other people do it, and good for them. That's about it. Happy for the guy, but I hate that God has my back. God doesn't do anything for you. It's just blind faith. You do everything for you and nobody else. Well, I mean, who knows, right? I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm not going to try to argue, is it real or not? But is it real? Who the fuck knows? I think non-religious people can get easily triggered because there are Christians everywhere shoving their face and stuff, especially weirdos in government making Christian laws that we're forced to follow, Christian laws to be punished in a non-Christian way, mind-boggling. I think that nobody, I don't think that they should make laws based off of a religion. Like, no, like, I mean, of course, like, there's a separation of church and state. I think every reasonable person agrees with that. Now, not everybody. This is not everybody's reasonable, but most reasonable people believe that. Poland is like this, sadly. Well, that's the way Poland is going to do things, right? I mean, I don't live in Poland. That's their decision. What laws are you talking about? Well, I think, like, for example, like gay marriage. I feel like the reason why we didn't have gay marriage is because of religion. Like, it's primarily, like, there's not really a secular reason, non-religious reason to not have gay marriage. So, like, that's kind of an example right there. Religious people are never reasonable. That's why it should have no place in society. No, I don't really think so. I think there's plenty of reasonable religious people. Now, like, what you think should and shouldn't have a place in society, why would anybody give a fuck what you think? And this is the self-righteousness that I think people have with this kind of stuff. Is like, since when do other people need your approval on what they are and are not allowed to believe? Why does anybody else need your approval for what they believe? Why can't they just say, you know what, I'm going to do what I want to do and that's it? What's your thoughts on the cult of science? People who only believe things supported by science and shut out everything else. Science only scratches the smallest tip of the iceberg that can be known about the universe. Science is good and helpful and can be used and furthered, but it should not be treated like it's his own Bible. So I'll read this and I'll talk about this because I think this is an interesting topic. So after this, I want to move on and talk about something else, though. So I think that what he's saying has an element of truth to it. I think people do worship science, and I think that worshiping the process of science is a good thing. But the problem is that a lot of people do not actually care and have reverence for the process of science or the scientific method. They have reverence and love or faith in what the outcome of that is. So, for example, like, they don't really care about how you get to a result, only if, you know, basically, like, the fundamental of, like, what science is assuming that what you believe is wrong, right? The null hypothesis. A lot of people, I think the scientific method and the process of that is absolutely worth believing in. It's a great thing. But the problem is that just because something is an outcome of that doesn't always mean that that is the ultimate truth. And I also don't think that things that are... I also think that, like, if something is scientifically proven and, you know, you agree with the way that it's proven, right? You understand it and it's not like some bullshit study or something like that. I don't think you can just say, yeah, but like that's not really my opinion on things. Because science isn't really about... Science doesn't, in a way, this is like not really true, but it like kind of is, right? Like science doesn't make anything new. Science only shows us what was there to begin with. So I don't think you should try to make something new and then try to replace science. Like, for example, if you removed all the religion and every religion that people had completely, right? Like there's no Christianity, no Islam, no religion whatsoever. And you removed everybody's science as well. The religions that would replace the current ones would be different than the ones that are now, and the science would be the exact same. So I believe that, is Ricky Gervais? Did he say that? I remember I heard that from somebody. Yeah, beginning of the world? Yeah, maybe he did. Well, he's right. Mm-hmm. South Park episode, did it? Yeah, there you go. Medicine tools used on it. So yeah, I do think that people should stop worshiping the outcomes of science and should start worshiping the process of science more. You're right about that. Here's the problem that I have that some people do. There are some things that people don't have the answer for, and people in general don't like uncertainty. They very much don't like uncertainty. And they don't like it so much that they will do whatever they can. They will make something up to replace what they don't understand. Yeah, unknowable scary. Yes, they fear the unknown. Yes, they're just going to make it up. Right? So like how did the dinosaurs get here? God put them there, right? And like that's how people use religion with a lot of things, right? Yes, it's like, well, this doesn't make sense. Well, a lot of things that used to be miracles turned out that it was science, right? Big fucking surprise. What a big surprise. God stopped doing miracles about the same time they invented cameras. What a surprise. I get it, guys. I understand. I understand all of the debunks, okay? But I think if a person wants to live their life in a way that's healthy and they feel is true to themselves, then that is the most important thing. But yeah, I think this is, I hope he's doing something that he feels is fulfilling, right? He's doing something that makes him happy. That's just kind of common sense, but there it is.